when the game starts, the first thing we have to focus on the matchup we're playing against. Who are you playing against in this game? Lina
This
and
was weird one. I think it's Timbersaw and was it Lina maybe? Support Lina, I can't remember.
okay. Try to start with a smoke in when the game starts. Smoke yourself, keep one observer ward with yourself. Either run top with smoke or run bottom with smoke, place VN, but go with your team, okay? And try to fight for first blood. Now you see you're struggling to figure out where do I put this VN, right?
Yeah.
So you're always gonna struggle. This VN, it should be placed for the information of bounty run contest. And you're gonna have the best value out of it if you just purchase one smoke. Always go with your team, either top or bottom. If you wanna go top side, you can just put VN over here. Come like this. Stay out of Watcher's VN. You can see the VN, right? Stay over here. Even in smoke, you can cross this path thing and go like this if you want. Or you can place your VN over here as well and then fight over here. But need to remember one thing. If enemy has taken this watcher and you're in smoke and you take this watcher again, they will get the information that somebody did something over here. So even if you're in smoke, do not take the watcher if enemy has taken it already.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, just place VN and fight. If you want to go bottom, there are different places to place VN. If you're coming from this side, just place VN over here, or you can come like this, place VN over here, place here, and fight for the bounty. Don't get first blood. That's a really good lead, and you will not even waste the ward like this.
Yeah, I think I spent the whole beginning like thinking what should I buy on the lane because I so rarely play support.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I don't think null is that important because you're playing starting with mental. There are no let me just remaster. So this is the build against heroes that are going to spam a lot of spells, the magic stick one. And the other build is this one. 2 tangos, red grenade, circlet, sentry. Now it's up to you. After this you have gold to buy 3 branches, or 2 branches, 1 fairy fire, or 2 branches, 1 smoke. This is up to you. Usually position 5 players buy smoke, but in my games it's like up to me. If my 5 is not buying it, I will buy it. It doesn't matter. Because if I can get a return, like first blood, assist or kill, whatever, it's gonna be huge because I will get level 2 faster in lane as well. So yeah.
Yeah.
And later on, if you wanna convert this, like very late, if you wanna convert this into bracer or null, you can. Otherwise, you see, I don't do it. It's just for stats. In the lane, stats are really important in the lane, otherwise your hero just feels very, very weak. So that starting item you can get. Or if you don't know what to buy on starting item, just go to Dota 2 Pro Tracker, search Ringmaster, look at the starting items, and just buy whatever mostly players are buying.
Yeah, I should have done that.
Okay, now you're laning. This is fine. This path thing was kind of weird because
I didn't want the creeps to go left.
No, even if they go left, let's see it again. Let them just go left. Go like this, connect over here. Because you did this,
Yeah.
now enemy has, some time to beat you up. Timber could have done a lot of damage to you, but he didn't do. Like, for example, if he uses his Q, oh, it's on cooldown. Okay, if it's on cooldown and you knew it, then it's fine. Otherwise, this pathing was really bad. You're just giving your enemy team a chance to punish you. Oh, yes. So not blocking small camp, this is a mistake. I don't know how much people punish this mistake in your bracket, but generally you just have to block small camp.
Yeah, it's maybe 50-50. Sometimes they pull, sometimes don't.
Yeah, then you should block it. Try to block it always. Make it a habit.
Yeah.
Or either block it with sentry or block it with your body. And if anything, whatever I'm saying, if something is unclear to you, you can ask. Like for example, if you don't know why blocking small camp is important, you can ask.
Yeah, would you just go instantly block it in the beginning? But can't they just unblock it immediately? Like,
Yeah,
or...
that's I used to block it, an enemy would unblock it. That was the problem I was facing. So now what I do is I just try to body block this. Or
Yeah.
while body blocking, when I go for the like on 50, like when I'm standing there on 58, I just put a sentry somewhere and see if enemy has placed their sentry or not. So I will body block it plus place a sentry and see if enemy has a sentry or not. Or
Yeah.
okay, basically you're needed to do one thing: either unblock the hard camp or block the small camp. Like you have to win something from the enemy. In this case, it's like both are open, so you're fine.
Yeah, I guess my thought process was to wait and see what Lina does, but I just completely forgot.
Yeah, this happens, if you don't think about it
Yes.
much. Okay, here's
Yeah,
one
I don't play
thing.
support much.
Okay, just to be efficient, look at the timer, it's stack timing, right? And
Yeah.
you're playing such a hero that can stack very easily because this is insane cast range. You can just go till this tree, use your third spell on this on 54 seconds. Like if you walk right now you use third spell on this, it will get stacked. You can walk back. Now you're in lane. At this time, you're in lane, same position.
Mm.
And I mean, whatever you did over here, I don't know what you did. You will not even lose this much health. And this stack can, like, Mars can farm it later on, and you can farm with him. This is only a situation where your hero can stack really easily, and you don't have to leave the lane, for a very long time. So think about your hero, that what can it do?
Yeah, it didn't cross my mind.
Now you're supposed to play for Lotus. How do you play for Lotus? You try to keep the waves pushed. Not this one, but the other one. That is really important. The wave that comes after 230. You have to push it. I mean, like this wave basically.
Okay. Yeah, so Q here, or...
No, not Q here. You can tell your offlaner that, we have to push this, or if you're playing offlane, you have to tell your support that we have to push this wave so we can take this Lotus. Either just start clicking the creeps, but communicate with him. We both need to be on the same page.
Okay.
Now I see like Lena is okay. You got the position. Now this seems good for you because you have more creeps. So basically, when you push the wave, you have a lot of creeps. Enemy cannot leave the creep and come to Lotus. Yeah, one guy has to stay over here, so you can make it 2 versus 1 on the Lotus. And those who think, taking Lotus is very, very important, that no matter what, I have to take Lotus, they end up feeding. In scenario where you just outplay them by pushing the wave.
Nice.
Yeah, you could have stacked like a lot of times. The wave is always next to your tower. Other than that, this lane is gonna go like this unless enemy walks really deep.
Yeah, did you again mean stacking the triangle?
Yeah, stack triangle, the hard cam with your third spell.
Yeah. Okay.
And this whatever you're doing, every time you have third spell, you're just trying to zone enemy out. This is good. Now, you should go for power rune. And while you're going for power rune, please place this vision as well. 6-minute Lotus, if you get it, it's fine. If you don't get it, it's also fine. You don't have to, do anything about it. Because now at this point, this Mars just has to. Because on 6-minute, power rune is more valuable. So if somebody's getting Lotus for free, it's fine. We have to take care of this power rune. Because this puck with power rune can do a lot. Because he has bottle. Now see, Puck has Arcane. Let's see what he does with Arcane. Farming jungle. I mean, he doesn't do anything, but generally people take Arcane rune and they can gang side lane. But like he with the rune, he zoned out the OD a lot, right? Because he keeps using his orb. So yeah, he did something. He could have done a lot. Depends upon player. But power rune is really important. If you just deny it from the enemy, you're not gonna feel threatened. Okay, why are you still playing bottom? Like, what's your thinking? What is happening in this game right now?
Looking at the map, I should probably be mid, but I don't know. Top.
Okay, just as a support, try to play upon on timers. Like, okay, play around objectives. Neutral camp, let's treat it as an objective. We have to at least, if we're not unblocking the hard camp, at least block the small camp. If we have the hard camp, just use it, pull it, use it. 3-minute Lotus is an objective, we have to do something about it. 6-minute power rune is an objective, we have to do something about it. We have to think. 7-minute wisdom rune, we have to plan for it. 8-minute power rune, we have to plan for it. If there's nothing we can do in this lane, like for example in this lane, it's really hard for you guys to kill Timber, right? He has a lot of HP and he does a lot of damage to Mars. So if bottom
Yeah,
lane, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I thought like I can't leave Mars or he will die.
That's yeah. But if he die, like if you tell him I'm leaving, I have better things to do in the lane, and then he dies, then it's his problem. I mean, you're in the lane and he's like he almost died, didn't die. But look at enemy supports now. What are they doing? Let's see. It's 30 seconds. Power runes are spawning. Oh, this is the offlaner, right? Tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, look. So with their spells, which is like coil, they are doing something. Now it's power rune time and Ori cannot make it, which means it's a free power rune for Puck.
Yeah, I guess that's definitely my problem playing support. I usually just don't know what I should be doing, so
Okay,
this will help if I
see
think more about.
Yeah, just think. You have to think more about what am I even doing, and second thing, am I providing it? Like while playing, you can get this idea. Am I being useful right now or not? Do you get this feeling or not sometimes?
Yeah, I often feel useless also when I'm
Yeah,
just
so
sticking to the lane.
when you're feeling useless, start exploring the map. Think about what can you do if you go mid? What can you do if you go top? If literally nothing is coming into your mind, play for power runes and try to stack.
Yeah.
either the hard camp or both with your, like, if you want to stack both, you have to walk there. Otherwise, you can just stack hard camp with your third spell.
Yeah, good.
Okay, if you do that, stacking and blah blah blah, going to other lanes, Mars will also be getting some solo levels into the lane. Mars will get level 6 faster, and once it gets 6, you guys will have some moves to make. With Arena, maybe you can get a kill on Lina, if not Timber. So in this case, Timber is very low, so yeah, he ends up dying. But yeah, let Mars get 6 faster. Once that's done, you can also farm stacks with your team and get your 6. Or when Mars goes to farm stacks, you help him here, and then you go to the lane as well. Take the lane experience, you will get your 6 as well. Pretty fast.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, again, what happened? You were in base and okay, you just TP it because you saw something was, enemy was doing something and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But again, it was powered on time. You couldn't really save this guy, and you just TP it. So it's really bad. Now imagine if you don't waste your TP to the bottom lane and you TP top now, how much value you can provide. We're gonna assume you TP top, okay? This puck is 100% dead if you're top. How? Third spell cooldown. This spell also that he uses to run, this is on cooldown, and he's over here. Now if at this point he is hit by your ultimate, he's 100% dead.
Yeah.
But since you're not there, Ori died. If you were there, Ori wouldn't die. And Puck would die as well. So you're 1 TP, 1 decision, 1 bad decision, and you died as well. So you're 1 bad decision, and this all happened. Now your 1 good decision could have completely shifted the early game momentum towards your side, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So before teleporting to any lane, please think about it. Like, what is happening in other lanes? If there is a chance that a fight can happen in the side lane, don't TP back to the lane. Just walk to the lane. It's fine. Keep your TP for, other lanes. Let's say, keep your TP so when this puck uses coil on mid lane, you can just TP instantly. Do you win this or do you lose this?
We won eventually, but yeah, the early mid game was very rough, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely I played a part in the rough early game.
It's fine. It happens. Okay, we need to think of ways to do something on the map. We as supports have this ability that we can walk mid. See, okay, this Ori is struggling. Ori is a hero that doesn't really move a lot on the map, right? We can walk mid, smoke this Ori, and tell him to let's go gank Timbersaw. It is really easy for Ori and Mars to kill this Timbersaw again and again. One arena, and then this guy starts hitting with Q, Timber is dead. So you need to find solutions. How can I make my teammates play the game? If Ori is a hero that cannot move on the map, I can just go and smoke him and walk to bottom. I mean, right now top lane it's free, nothing is happening. Mid lane killing Puck is only possible if his Q and E are on cooldown. You have to be really patient around mid lane. Wait for his both spells to be on cooldown, then go on him. Very easy to kill Puck in the early game as Ringmaster. If Puck messes up the Q. Sometimes people casually use their Q just to farm the wave. If he does that, you can punish him. Because then he will not have this spell to run away. Or your last option is Timbersaw, who is playing on your tower always, or really deep in the lane. So you can always use smoke, tell your mid laner to move, and
Yeah, didn't think about that. And mid laner is actually my friend, so we could have easily
oh
communicated this.
yeah. So always keep one smoke with yourself, just so you can move on the map. And usually it's mainly gonna be used when you have to move your one hero from one lane to other. Like for example, it's mostly gonna be you have to move your mid laner. Like mid laner pushes the wave, then you smoke him, and then you move bottom together.
Okay, yeah.
And then you get a kill bottom, try to zone on the tower. If it's happening fast, good. If it's not happening, go back and start farming when your spells are on cooldown. So whenever you have your big spells available, try to look if you can do something or not. Look at this. He's thinking about the game. Install your wisdom.
Mm.
What we talked about. One arena OD spell, not even ultimate, just spell. Q. And Timber's dead easily. Because this is also pure damage, right? So Timbersaw is gonna struggle.
Do you think the ulti there was like worth it to
Yeah.
get the hoodwink?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
good.
You got 3 kills. Nice. And nobody's. Why is it nice? Because nobody's farming. Your team is not farming, but they're getting kills. But enemy team is also not farming. So then this is nice. Oh, he messed up.
Yeah.
You have to save your Q for his TP. Oh, he doesn't have a TP. Okay, but whatever. Kill him. So whenever you have these big ultimates available, see, can we fight with these spells? If yes, then go for it. Fight. Use smoke, go fight. When spells are on cooldown, go farm. No counter. You could have used your ultimate over here. Would be
Yeah.
nice. But it's fine. They die anyways. Go end. Now, okay, what do we need to do now? Overgrowth, Ringmaster ulti, Arena cooldown, right? Now look at the map.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to farm mid, somebody needs to farm top, somebody needs to farm this jungle, somebody needs to farm this jungle. Bottom is if this pushes in more, then you can farm it. Because it's closer to enemy's tower, so it's hard. So what's the main idea? When your spells are on cooldown, you cannot fight the enemy team, right? That is when even if you are ahead, when your spells are on cooldown, stop fighting, look to farm. When spells are available, go and fight. In Dota, if you're just farming more than the enemy, your chances of winning are of course gonna be more than the enemy, right? Even if there's
Yeah.
nothing happening in the game, but your team is farming more than the enemy, don't be panicked as a support. Start farming as well. Now this wave shouldn't go to the tower. Somebody should be farming and pushing this. This wave should not be here. Somebody should be farming this. So 4 heroes are standing in triangle. This is really bad from your side.
Yeah. How do you decide when to go as a support, like TP to the lane and farm it, and
No,
instead of
no,
letting core
don't.
core do it?
If your core is not doing it, you just go and do it yourself.
Yeah.
But make sure you don't end up feeding closer to your objective towers. If you are pushing wave and dying over here near enemy tier 2, this is not gonna be bad. But if you die while farming this wave over here, then enemy takes tier 2, right? When they kill you. This is bad. So even if you wanna die, I mean not you will not want to die, but if you die next to the enemy's tower and all of that, then it's gonna be fine. It's not gonna hurt that much. So try to be careful when you're farming closer to your objective. Try not to die around Roshan area, because then it leads to enemy having Aegis. How do you decide? Well, I look at enemies draft and see what can they do. This is why I have vision placed on the map. And then I see, okay, Puck is bottom, Tiny is top, Timber is mid, enemy is not looking to fight. In middle, while playing, you can just click on icons and see their items. Look, this guy has one smoke, so he can smoke anytime. Lina, he doesn't have smoke. Okay, and keep checking the items of both supports. So yeah, they can plan a smoke anytime they want. This gives me information that if enemy is missing from the map for a very long time, they could be either rushing or they could be smoke hunting us. And based on that information, you're gonna position yourself. So how do I decide whether I should farm the lane or not? Look at the map, how many enemy heroes are revealing. Right now, I can literally see 5 heroes from the minimap. I saw multiple heroes going into your jungle. I saw Puck bottom. I saw Timber mid. Right now, I have this information that Puck was bottom. Who can use gates? 3 people. I saw them going over here. And Timber I saw him farming mid. Let's see where he is. So he's going bottom now. So with this information, like if you just look at the minimap, you know that if enemy wants to make move, they can only make a move on top lane, right? Or in this jungle if we go over here. So you just position yourself accordingly. Like right now you all know that they're coming top. So you're all TPing, right?
Yeah, we noticed it on the ward.
Yeah, exactly. And this is how you just make decisions on the game. By placing vision, by looking if enemy is showing on the map or not. Looking at enemy supports items, if they have smoke or not. Blah, 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 blah. Not every game you're going to have information like this, but then you just have to remember their previous position from last whatever 1 minute or 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But the bracket you play in, trust me, if you just start reading minimap, it's gonna be like a map hack for you. You will have information of every single hero and you can make very easy decisions. And looking at minimap is really important, and remembering the information. I see Timber's bottom, Puck is mid. I mean 3 heroes are dead, so yeah, they cannot do shit anyways. Okay, just wanna give you a small detail on this. Look where your vision is. It's on the high ground. Okay, it means if you fight on the high ground, you will win the fight if you don't mess up your spells. But let's see what you're doing. Look at this Mars. What is he doing? He's running away from the vision. It's really bad. Why is he fighting in water when the vision is for the high ground? If he fights on the stairs, you win the fight. If he fights on the water, it's gonna go 50-50 because now enemy also has high ground. So this small positioning matters a lot. Now you see people are coiled over here. They have really good positioning, but this guy just goes into ultimate. I don't know for what. Luckily, enemy messed up super hard. If they commit together with Timber and Tiny, they can kill all of you over here. So enemy just messed up their timings, but good thing for you, your team survived, and now the fight is happening in your vision, not in the water. So of course you will have the advantage of the vision now. Position advantage, vision advantage, these things really matter a lot in team fights.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting to see how I think there's like 3 immortal players on the enemy side, and still they make a lot of mistakes.
I'm telling you,
And
even if they're immortal, what MMR is immortal these days?
I think it's like 5.6k maybe.
Yeah, so if it's 5.6k, even if you're playing in 6k, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, people will make these mistakes what I'm pointing out. Because these things become bad habits and they're really hard to leave. You really have to have a learning mindset to give up on these bad habits.
Yeah.
If they are like 10k and maybe somebody is like 5k, he can be 10k and he can be making these mistakes. Maybe he's 10k because he knows how to hit the creeps better, because he knows how to push side lanes better. But then there are going to be so many things that 10k player is going to be bad at. So that is why leaving bad habits is really important. And not reading minimap is one of the worst habit, because then how do you make decisions if you have no information of the enemy heroes? Are you like making decisions based on luck or something?
Yeah.
If that is the case, then of course you will have 50% win rate, right? Why is enemy losing? Because bad habit. Tier 2 is there, but they are fighting behind tier 2. So people just don't know where to take fights. People just don't know how to play the map. It's really simple. When you have spells available, always keep side lanes pushed, because they give a lot of information. They give you map control. Let's say if this wave is pushed till enemy's tower, if nobody from enemy team is farming bottom, you will have the information that okay, nobody's over here in this area. If somebody is farming this wave next to their tower, you will have the information, okay, this guy is busy with the wave, we can make a move over here in our jungle or over here, right? This guy from bottom cannot connect top. This is one advantage of pushing side lane. Second advantage is when you push side lane, this jungle opens up for you. You can farm this easily. And when you push side lanes, of course, you're farming more map than the enemy. So in the mid game, it's all about who farms more, who takes the fight in vision, and how do you take the fight. Do you have your ultimates and BKB and all of that available before fighting or not?
Yeah, I really need to start think about these things.
Like, if we are fighting, why are we taking this fight? Like right now, why are you guys taking this fight? Give me one reason to take this fight.
Vision.
Okay, let's say you even have vision. What are you gonna achieve with this fight? Look at top lane. Are you gonna just win this fight and go top and push top lane? Or are you guys gonna win this fight and go and push mid wave or something? I mean, the waves are pushing into you. Your job or your team's job is to push out the waves. That's it. This fight is insanely pointless. There is no objective behind this fight.
Yeah,
I
true.
mean, no, understanding why are we even fighting, that is really important. Yes, okay, you have all your abilities, you have all your items, but what is this? What is this? So it makes no sense to fight. You can be really strong, but what are you gonna do after winning this fight? Go back and farm the lanes? You can do that without fighting anyways. So there should be a purpose behind everything you're doing in the game. These guys, I tell you how they play. They see a hero on the map and they just wanna go and kill him, which is really bad. It will work in some games when you have a strong draft, but not in every game.
Yeah,
Fighting
and
for literally
it's
2 minutes, fighting.
and it often like you can even feel it that when the fight ends and you're just we just have to run back and
Yeah,
waste a lot
like
of time running.
see, like everybody fought. This guy, he went up to farm. Somebody just went mid to farm, and now he's just roaming in jungle. So what
Yeah.
happened after this fight? Nothing. And this fight went on for 2 minutes. People died, people respawned, they came back again into the fight, and blah blah blah. And what is happening at the end? You guys are pushing waves that are in your tower,
Yeah.
which you were supposed to do. Okay, I tell you what you were supposed to do before that fight happened. You were supposed to push side lanes. Notice time. It was 7 seconds remaining into night time. It was like 3 minutes earlier. So push side lanes. Roche will be top. Mainly focus on top lane. Push it towards tier 2. And keep one more lane pushed as well. Go Roche. And place some vision, around Roche. Enemy comes to contest Roche, you take a fight over there. You kill them, you take Roche. After that, if you have to fix lanes, you fix lanes. Otherwise, you just like whatever. You can see what's happening on the map and then make decisions based on that. But fighting in this area, you achieve nothing. So yeah, and OD takes Roche. Can you hit the Roche with this Arcanor? Back then you could, but I don't know anymore.
I don't know actually.
Yes, yes.
You can hit, right? Yeah, so OD takes Roche really fast. Yeah, so and you have a really strong fighting. Oh, by the way, you have a really strong draft. Very good ultimate to control team fight. There is no BKB. Very good ultimate. Very good ultimate. No BKB. Way too much damage. This guy can go front. Enemy cannot kill him 2 times because you have so much control. So enemy cannot even think about fighting you guys. They have to, be really, really good at fighting, or you guys have to mess up way too much in order to lose the fight. Because you have so much control in team fight. So yeah, Roche is really easy for you. And that is probably why you guys won this game as well, because you have a stronger draft than the enemy. This thing matters a lot in pub games.
Yeah. Yeah, we felt actually that, or discussed with my friend that this team, if they had actual boss 1 carry instead of this Timber, they could have like won this.
What about boss 5? Boss 5 Lina?
Yeah.
Really useless.
Yeah, the early mid game was really rough, especially for the OD. So we felt like we are losing, but somehow we won.
You won because even if you lose lanes, it doesn't matter. You can always come back into the game depending upon how you play the map. We have seen in this replay that nobody plays the map. 10 people were fighting bottom jungle for 2 minutes. And nobody knew that pushing side lane is the way to play the map. Is to play the game basically, yeah. So farm OD is stronger in mid to late game, right? When that timing hits on OD can do a lot for you. Early game, if it's hard for OD, it's fine. Get some time for him. How do we get time for him? We need to take map control from the enemy. How do we take the map control? We push side lanes. What do we do if we're going to push side lanes and enemy team is running into us? Well, you place vision defensively. You dodge the enemy if you don't want to fight. And just dodge the enemy. Simple. Now imagine if 4 heroes from enemies running from lane to lane just to get some kills, and you're just dodging them and not giving them any kills. And you're farming lane and jungle. Their net worth is not increasing. Yours is increasing.
Yeah. Actually, can you rewind like couple minutes when they were fighting in the enemy jungle?
And you were not there?
I wasn't there. Yeah. Was this like good example? Like I was pushing the waves and they went deep to fight.
Well, somebody needs to fix bottom lanes. That's the first thing. Somebody also has to fix mid lane as well. So this jungle fight is again very pointless.
So would you say that it was reasonable I wasn't there because I was pushing?
I mean, okay, first of all, let's go back. Yeah. Your team is showing on the map that we're hitting tier 3. You shouldn't be showing bottom at first place. Now, enemy has this information that 4 heroes are over here and Ringmaster can never come over here. So if your team is showing over here and you're also revealing your position, this is giving enemy team a lot of information.
Yeah.
You need to go back together. Some people need to fix bottom, some people need to fix mid. As a support, you're showing yourself really far away from your team. If enemy decides to take this fight, they can do something, you know, if they fight properly. So yeah, you being bottom is really bad when your team is showing top for heroes. But now, why this thing doesn't look bad? Because your draft is really strong, your timings are really strong at the moment, and your, yeah, these two things. So this doesn't look really bad.
Yeah,
But
we
it
have
is,
the ages too.
yeah, but this is actually really bad, whatever is happening. Any good puck player can single-handedly carry this game by cutting waves. Puck can go from one lane to other. Puck starts cutting wave, nobody can control puck. You guys will just start feeding one by one. But for that, puck has to be a good player.
What about his team keep hunting puck here? It is okay?
I mean, yes, it is okay because they have Orchid and he doesn't have Yule. He got it just now. So yeah, with Orchid, these guys can catch puck. Before I wrap up, I want to share a quick note about Dota Academy, a private community I'm a part of with two amazing coaches, Pain Dota and Sanity. We host 16 live classes a month covering every role with all sessions recorded for members to watch anytime. Plus, the student with the highest MMR gain each month wins a free coaching session from any coach of their choice. If you are serious about improving, check the link in the description to join. I also offer private coaching with slots open for November. Details are in my Discord link below.